everybody, my name is Shana, and today we are doing a 45-minute workout combining two of my favorite tools. We're going to be using the TRX suspension trainer and your TRX slam balls. If you have several different weights to get out, that would be awesome. We have a warm-up, our same usual warm-up, and then we're going to go through 6 different series of combining the suspension trainer for 30 seconds, followed by a loaded and more powerful movement with the slam ball. It's 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. After those, we're going to end with 5 different 1-minute endurance sets to really get your heart rate going and burn a ton of calories. After that, we'll do some stretches, and that will be our workout. So let's get started with our regular TRX workout. Guys, we're going to start with your TRX standing rollout. Those straps will be at mid-length. I'm going to have you stand facing away from the anchor point in your strong plank position. A lot of planking and core bracing going on today. Buns tight, roll those hands out slightly, and then bring them directly back just beneath your shoulders before the straps touch your body. Let's do our body checks for the day. Are your ears, shoulders, hips, ankles in that nice straight line? Do you feel your core engaged? One of my favorite cues is to say tickle tummy abs. When I tickle my 5-year-old, he gets so tight in his stomach when he giggles. And that's exactly what I want you to think of. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do your squat row combo. Straps stay at mid-length. I'll have you stand facing the anchor point. Lean back a touch, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Drop your bum down as low as you safely can, making sure you're bending at your knees and your hips. Come back to the plank. Big row and squeeze behind your shoulder blades and plank. Squat, plank, row, and plank. Alternating the two. You can spend some time at the bottom if you'd like. Otherwise, really big focus on that row, squeezing behind your shoulder blades. 10 seconds left with this one. Waking your body up, loosening the hips. Maybe we're getting out of your posture you've been at work all day. 3, 2, and 1. Or maybe you're waking up this morning and just trying to move those joints again. Forward lunge with Y-fly. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Find your Frankenstein position. Arms straight out in front. Give me a nice step forward with your right foot. Gently lower the knee down. Press into the handles. Bam, come back up to that plank. Step your left foot forward. Gently lower the knee down. Press into the handles. Standing plank. Alternate legs. On the bottom, you should feel that opening of your chest and pressing those hip flexors open. Get a nice stretch really through the whole front side of your body. Are you letting those shoulders relax away from your ears, but then slam down on those handles, feeling those tickle tummy abs on the way up? 3, 2, and 1. Single leg hip hinge. Straps stay at mid-length the entire time if you haven't guessed. Stand facing the anchor, arms straight out in front. Press downward on those handles. Center your right foot to the anchor, hinge forward. Little bit of a stretch, come back. Try not to set your left foot down. And think about your hips staying square to the floor. That means that if I had a parallel line from one hip to the other, it would line up with the floor, not intersect it. And I want you to keep that constant downward pressure into those handles. 5, 4, we're going to switch feet. 3, 2, and left foot. Center it and press down and hinge. Enjoy that stretch through your hamstrings on the left side. You're still actively pressing downward. And not only are you engaging your core when you press down into the handles, you're also helping your balance so much more than if you try to pull back on those handles. Feel the stretch, feel that movement through your hips. Practice keeping the space between your ears and your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do some lateral lunges. So give me a nice wide stance. You're still standing facing the anchor point, toes pointed directly forward. You're going to bend one knee, press your hips back, get a nice stretch, pull it back up, bend the other knee. Now you're using those handles to kind of unload your body weight during this. We're going to do some meaner lateral lunges later. Right now, I just want you to feel that stretch in your hips. And let's check to make sure your toes are pointed directly forward and you're not dropping backwards. You're just lowering straight down, pulling yourself straight back up with that tall, proud posture. Big inhales and exhales, getting your body ready for the madness to come. This is going to be a little bit mean. I'm pretty excited for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finally, your golfer's rotation with a chest opener. So my hands are at belly button height. Press down, feel those tickle tummy abdominals. Rotate all the way around, face away from the anchor. Touch the ceiling, drop the arms down, get a nice stretch through your chest. Back up, swing down, other side. I'm pivoting 180 degrees on my feet, but I'm not actually picking my feet up and moving them. That's a common fault where people try to move their feet. Keep them right there. I'm just staying in the balls of my feet as I reach and rotate. Open up the chest. Now, if you feel this too much in your shoulders, it's too tight, then just move backwards toward the anchor a little bit. If you don't feel that stretch, walk away from the anchor. Let's do one more on the other side. Rotate through, tension, stretch, return. Let's get to business, guys. So 4 sets. We're going to alternate 30 seconds of work on the straps, 30 seconds of work with our slam ball. Then the same thing again on the straps, maybe picking it up a notch. Same thing again on the slam ball, maybe picking it up a notch. We're going to start with your TRX plank with hip abduction. So my straps are going to go to mid-calf length. Foot cradle's in the middle of your calf. If you have a mat or you need a mat, if you're on like a hard surface, set that out. I'm gonna get my toes in the foot cradles. 2 fingers in each foot cradle. Hold it wide in the Christmas tree, roll back, dive your toes in, flip one leg over the other, and meet me ground facing away from the anchor point. You're gonna drive the heels back into the handles, straight, strong, active plank. It's open and close. Let's go, guys. Press those feet apart and return. Are your shoulder blades in your back pockets? Are your shoulders lined up directly above your elbows? Are you driving your heels back into those handles? Are your eyes looking slightly out in front of you as you do this movement? Are those tummies tight? Buns tight? Not letting your hips sag. That's a huge no-no. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to do your plank with slam ball tap. So I'm going to hold a regular plank on the ground, and I'll demonstrate on my knees, which is always an option if you need to. And in this plank, I'll slide one hand out, touch the slam ball, and back. Slide the other one, touch. Your job is to limit rotation. Imagine you have a bowl of ice cream on your back, and you do not want to spill it. Going in, 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank. I'm going to reach, touch, and return, reset. Reach, and return. I'm squeezing my buns tight. Also, notice how I have a wide stance with my feet. That keeps me from rotating. I'm trying to resist that rotation. Everything stays tight. Tap the ball and return. Have you spilled your ice cream yet? I hope not. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're going to go back to your TRX plank with hip abduction again. So straps should still be at mid-calf length. Hold them wide in a Christmas tree. Roll back, keeping those knees bent, one leg over the other. Ground facing away from the anchor point. You still have about 15 seconds to rest. Shake it out. Get ready. Remember, if your hips start sagging or your back hurts, just set your knees down, reset, and then you can join us again. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Heels back. Drive it up. Open and close. Buns stay tight. Anchoring the shoulder blades. You're actively pressing down into the foot cradles, keeping those shoulders directly above your elbows. You're squeezing your quads, your glutes, your calves. Everything's working together here. Nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set your knees down. Double butt kick to get out of there. We have one more set of those slam ball plank taps. So again, we're not really doing much with the slam ball. We're just using it as a target to extend those arms out. So if your slam ball target was kind of close to your body and you want to make this a little more challenging, you can move the slam ball a little further away. And you can also have a little more of a narrow stance with your feet. And that's going to make it a little harder to resist rotation. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Buns tight. Extend. Oh, yeah. And this is our last one of this first 4-part series here. Then we'll move on to some lower body chaos. All right. Are you resisting that rotation? I'm trying. Definitely feeling that fatigue set in though. 10 seconds left. Reaching, tapping, returning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get out of there. Grab a quick sip of water. We've got a minute to go before we start our TRX overhead squats. We're gonna do a squat series now. So we'll do overhead squats in the suspension trainer, and then we're gonna do a squat with toss with your slam ball. For those TRX squats, we still have 40 seconds, so take your time. Fully lengthen your straps. When I lengthen my straps, you want to toggle down on both barrel lock adjusters at the same time and pull. I'm going to put the backs of my hands in the foot cradles and hold those arms straight up in a V, pulling back really hard. My feet stay wide, my neck stays relaxed. I drop the bum down, straight up, as low as you can safely go. You're not leaning backwards, you're pulling backwards, trying to keep your hands within the footprint of your feet. We're going in 5, 4, get in position. 3, 2, pull tight, and 1. Are you keeping tension on those straps? The reason why I have my hands in the foot cradles is to force me to pull back the entire time. If I don't, they fall, right? The other tricky part is, are you keeping your shoulders away from your ears? I want to be able to see your long, dangly earrings hanging down from your ears to your shoulders. Are you relaxing your head and your neck? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then we've got our slam ball squat with toss. So if you're in a low ceiling area, just do a little bit of a toss. If you've got some more room, or maybe you're outside, you can really chuck this thing. But we're going to combine the movements. You'll start with your slam ball directly beneath your chin. Drop your bucket down, toss it, catch it, and absorb right away again. All right, this one's fun. I like these. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that bucket down, toss, catch. Good. Now, are you absorbing at your knees and your hips and your ankles every time you catch that ball? Are your knees tracking over your middle toes? 15 seconds left. This one gets the heart rate up. Are those shoulders staying down and back away from your ears? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Get rid of that. We're going back to your TRX overhead squats. So my straps are still at mid-length. I'll be standing facing the anchor. Now, if you feel like your neck gets too tight, just stop, roll it out for a second, and then bring those arms back in. Okay, but this is a really good exercise for posture and working on your squat mechanics. So the backs of my hands go in the foot cradles. Pulling them up, we're going in 5. Really feel that tension behind your shoulder blades. 2, 1, here we go. Pulling backwards as you squat down and up. You'll notice you probably feel this more in your back and behind your shoulder blades than you do in your legs, and that's okay. That means you're doing it right. You're basically lighting up the entire back side of your body as you do this. 10 seconds to go. Keep pulling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna switch back to that slam ball again. Similar movement, but different. And it's the second time, so I'm gonna grab my slightly heavier slam ball, dun, 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 for a bigger challenge. You think you can do that too? We're going in 15 seconds. The reason why we have these slightly longer rest breaks is so that you can really perform during that working 30 seconds. All right, we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it, press it, catch it. Can you throw a little higher? Maybe not, because maybe you have a ceiling in the way. Don't knock anything off the shelves. Throw it, catch it. A little bit of power as you explode up out of that squat, down, and drive it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. All right, let's move on to our next combination. We've got your, I know you're waiting for this one, your TRX hip presses. And then your slam ball power slams, where we get to be powerful and loud and noisy. It's so fun. Both of these movements are hinging type movements. I'm gonna bring my mat in. If you have a soft floor, you don't have to. Getting set up for my TRX hip press. I'm gonna bring my straps back to mid-calf length. So shorten them up just a touch from that fully lengthened position so that your handles are just below knee height. We can double check that mid-calf length, making sure the foot cradles dangle just above your toes. Getting your heels in, 2 fingers in each foot cradle. Hold it wide like a Christmas tree. Roll back, drop your heels in, and your knees are gonna go to this 90-degree angle. We're going in 5. You'll squeeze your buns, lift up, and tap. And here we go. Squeeze, lift, and tap. Now, I know this is no joke, right? You want your hips high enough so you have a straight line on top from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Also, making sure you keep the knees bent the whole time so that you're not kicking those feet out when you do this rep. If you're on a door anchor, that's perfect. You want your feet dangling just in front of the door and not touching it. If you have an overhead anchor, you need to work a little harder on not straightening out your legs. Take a break. Slam ball slam. You ready for this? So I'm gonna grab my lighter slam ball for this first round of it. Same thing, you just did a hinge. We hinged from here to here in the hip press. Now here, we're gonna hinge from here to here. Pick it up, flat back when you pick it up. You guys ready? These are so fun. 5, 4, let's get out any aggression you have. 2 and 1, slam. Lift, brace, hinging those hips forward, catching, grabbing. Luckily for me, nobody's downstairs right now. Lifting up, nice flat back. When you pick it up, I'm dropping down into my squat. Lots of power on the way down. 3, 2, 1. Wasn't that fun? All right, let's do your hip presses. So back to my TRX hip presses. If you want to make these more challenging, I'm going to try this one. You can pick your arms up off the ground. Makes it a little less stable, a little more unstable. Drop the heels in. Knees stay at 90. Remember, avoid that donkey kick. Keep them bent. Vertical thigh. Option 2 and 1. Push down and tap. I'm really driving down with my heels. I'm also actively squeezing my buns to help support my hamstrings. We don't want it to all be hamstrings. We want these guys to do some work as well. Nice controlled motion. Pushing down as you drive up. 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more round of slam ball slams. If you have a heavier ball, grab it. Let's up the ante a touch here. And remember, you're coming down forcefully, and with a safe neutral spine, you'll pick it up and lift it up again. If you feel like you have to round your back to grab the ball, grab a lighter ball so you're not loading that low back so much. All right, you ready, team? I'll face you this time. Eye to eye. 3, 2, 1. Ha. Power. Drive. It's a little bit of a stretch on top. Reflexive abdominal contraction on the way down. Is the camera shaking? Awesome. One time I was filming these and the camera totally just fell over and I had to refilm the whole set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Nice job with that series. You get a minute recovery again. We're going to do a little bit of rotation now. We're going to do your TRX power pulls. Your straps will be at mid-length. And then we'll alternate with some slam ball wood chops. So, shortening my straps up to the mid-length position. You still have 30 seconds. Catch your breath. I just want to review this with you. I'm going to start with the handle of my left hand. You can start either side. We'll do left side, wood chops on one side, right side, wood chops on the other side. Got the handle in my left hand, reaching my right hand up toward the anchor on the balls of my feet. Straighten the left arm out, open, drop to my heels, body planked. Snap it up with speed and power. If you lose that tension on top, walk under a little bit for a slightly steeper angle. Okay, guys, we're going in 5, 4, position, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten, rotate, snap, stick the landing up to those toes. Notice how I'm keeping my left shoulder, hopefully, out of my ear. Remember those long dangly earrings we talked about during your overhead squats? I still want to see them hanging down, not hiding them with your shoulders. Reach and snap, tummy tight. Tickle tummy abdominals, 10 seconds left. Are you squeezing those butt cheeks tight? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so remember what side you started on because we're switching next time. Your slam ball wood chops. I'm gonna grab my lighter slam ball. It's up to you based on what weights you have. Okay, and what I'm gonna do with my wood chops is I'm going to start and drop it over the outside of my right knee. You can do left, just remember which way you start with. Stand up and rotate. Squat and rotate. Pivoting this bottom foot. 2 and 1. Squat outside of the knee, rotate. Notice how my knees aren't buckling inward. Don't let that medicine ball or that slam ball determine where your knees point. Your squat looks the same and you're coming up with some power. You should feel the sand in that slam ball. Shake. You're using that upward press of your squat to gain momentum in your rotation. 2 and 1. Power pulls, other side. So for me, I'm gonna grab it with my right hand onto the handle. Still standing facing the anchor, still at mid-length. Bringing that handle to my rib cage. I'm gonna reach my left hand up toward the anchor. We have 15 seconds. I'm gonna do a practice one. Straighten the right arm, drop to my heels, open my body planked, and then snap back into that starting position. You guys ready? Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank, buns tight. I'm rotating like a cylinder through the whole movement. And I'm really squeezing behind my right shoulder blade as I pull myself up into that position. Dropping to my heels, popping to my toes, tickle tummy abdominals. Again, long dangly earrings from your right ear to your right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do those slam ball wood chops in the other direction. Same weight, just the other side. So this time, I'm gonna drop my slam ball to the outside of my left knee and then come up with power, pivoting off my left heel to the right. Kind of like I'm throwing it up at a 45-degree angle above my shoulder into the wall, but don't actually do that because I don't want you to break anything. All right, guys, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it, slam it, and shake it. Nice and low with the squat. Again, are those knees tracking forward over your middle toes? Are you still keeping your chest up tall and proud as you bend down? Are you pivoting, picking up your left heel as you rotate into this movement? Squat and drive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, minute break, grab some water. Gonna move on to some new adventures here. Gonna do your TRX abducted lunges. So for this exercise, you have one foot in both foot cradles. If that's not comfortable for you, you can do your TRX lateral lunges where the straps are at mid-length and you just step to one side. Otherwise, let's get you set up here. Move my mat back here. Okay, my straps are at mid-calf length, so you're gonna lengthen them back just a little bit longer. Handles just below knee height. Standing sideways to my anchor. I'm gonna grab onto both handles with my left hand. You're going in 20, so start to get moving here. Point my left toe, pop it through both foot cradles. I want you to be slightly to the side of that anchor. Now my right grounded foot is pointed directly forward. I'm gonna sit back in my chair, going in 3, 2, 1. Chest is up tall, I lower down. Using my inside leg, come back up. Make sure you're not just taking a bow here. You're really just bending from your knee, a little bit of bend in your hip, but the chest stays up tall. Also, take advantage of that inside leg, really pressing down. You'll feel that inner thigh a bit as you move. We all like working our inner thighs. Is your grounded foot pointed directly forward? As you get more comfortable with this movement, you can start going a little lower. 2 and 1. Keep that toe pointed, pop it out. We're gonna add some weight to our lateral lunge now. I'm gonna have you grab probably your lighter slam ball. That is not my lighter slam ball. This is my lighter slam ball. And we're doing stepping lateral lunges with these slam balls. So it's gonna be overhead. I'll step to the right, keep the right toe forward, drop it over the knee, kind of like we did with those wood chops. Come back up, and I'll step to the left, drop it over the left, come back up. Making sure the toe you step on is pointed forward. Let's go. Overhead, step, absorb, press it up. Are you sinking that hip back? Are you still keeping your chest up? Are your shoulders staying away from your ears as you bring your slam ball overhead? You want to land simultaneously as the ball drops down. Bam. So you're kind of deaccelerating the weight of the slam ball, making your hip do lots of work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go back to your TRX abducted lunges, other side. So your strap should still be at mid-calf length. And once again, you're standing sideways to the anchor. Grab both handles with your right hand, pop the right toe in those foot cradles. I'm standing sideways, there it is, to my anchor. We're going in 10. My left toe is pointed directly forward. I'm grounding downward in my right foot for stability. 2 and 1. Lower down, press the hips back, come right back up. Is your left knee tracking directly forward? Are you keeping your chest up tall and proud? Not just taking a bow. You want to make sure the knee is actually bending through this movement. Are you pressing those hips forward? Squeezing your buns on the top. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Shake that foot out. All right, awesome. I'm gonna bring this back over here. We're going back to your medicine or your slam ball lateral lunges. I'm gonna grab my heavier one this time. If you feel like you've earned this right to progress, let's do it. We're going in 20 seconds. The trickiest part of this is having the ball land at the same time your foot does. And then you have to press back up to that starting position. All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step to the side, lower the ball. Oh, a little bit of weight makes a big difference with this one. Step to the side, drop it, lift it. Bend the knee, press to the top. Chest stays up. Is your knee staying tracking forward? Don't let it buckle in. Sometimes when we have this ball on the outside, you feel like you have to drop that knee to the inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got one more 4-setter. Hope you like push-ups. We're gonna get a little bit crazy with push-ups here. We're gonna do your TRX, actually I'm gonna bring this back over here. Your TRX decline press or incline press, depending on how you wanna look at it. My straps are gonna stay at mid-calf length. Here's the deal, you can do regular TRX push-ups or regular push-ups on the ground if this is not your thing, because it is harder than a regular push-up. All right, I'm gonna pop one toe in the foot cradle. For this first set, I'm gonna put my left toe in, both foot cradles, flip it over. So that I'm ground facing away from the anchor. But now I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Option 1, you can keep your right foot down. Option 2, that right foot's gonna come up for this decline press. These are hard. Make sure those hips don't sag. If they start sagging, adjust so they don't, or set your knees down. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank. Down and brace. Everything squeezed. Your body stays in that nice straight line. Actively pressing into the floor. Oh, this is going to be a mean 4-setter, guys. Are those buns tight? Is your body as straight as a surfboard? Option. You can set that outside foot down if you need to. Notice how I did need that option. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out of there, single leg butt kick to get your foot out of those foot cradles. All right, decline, slam ball, press. Your feet are going to go on the slam ball. Your hands are going to go on the floor. You have the option of just doing regular push-ups once again, if this is a little too challenging. So my feet are on the slam ball, a little bit of instability going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, drive it up, buns stay tight. Squeezing and bracing. Notice how I'm not going fast. This is about developing strength and having every rep look absolutely perfect. Are you keeping those butt cheeks tight? It's nice, strong, straight line from your ears to your shoulders, to your hips, to your ankles. I'm gonna do one more here. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, all right. It's kind of hard not to roll that ball while you were in that position, wasn't it? All right. Going back to this decline press here. And I'm going to show you an option while we're in here that you can try, but you have to make sure you earn that right to get there. All right. I'm going to put my right foot in that foot cradle now. Getting ready. We're going in 10 seconds. You can start to work yourself up to a handstand. But if you can't keep your spine straight, you haven't earned the right to progress. Go ahead, guys. So I can do one here, or I can get brave and come much closer to a handstand and do my press there. Keep going, guys. Your 30 seconds is going. I'm going to come back down here. Strong active plank. You really have to drive down in the foot cradles to make sure your body doesn't swing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come on out of there. So that's one you can kind of play with on your own. I'm gonna go back to my slam ball decline presses. That little bit of instability with my feet on the slam ball. We're going in 10 seconds. Shake out your arms a little bit. All right. Can you tell this is my least favorite set? We're almost done. 2 and 1. Get into position on that slam ball and push up time. Squeezing the buns. Tickle tummy abs. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. You made it. All right. Awesome job, you guys. We're moving on to our 1-minute endurance sets. The goals of these sets are to really bump up your heart rate and work those muscles close to failure. We're going in 45 seconds, so again, feel free to grab a sip of water. The first one's fun. It's a soccer drill that my husband does. I am not a soccer player, so I'm not quite as agile at this one as he is. But just basically around the world toe taps with a slam ball. I'm not actually moving it, but I have one foot up, tap, 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 we're going around. Option if you don't want to hop, tap, tap, but move it fast as you go around the ball. We're going in 10 seconds, gang. Are we ready for these super fast toe taps? 1 minute of them. I'm going to move the microphone away from my face so you can't hear me suck wind. Here we go, 1 minute. You're very lightly tapping the ball. Should hardly move. I'm not loading my foot on there. About halfway, I'll have you unwind and go the other way. I'm still pumping my arms. You're getting dizzy watching me spin around. Actually, you shouldn't be watching me right now. You should be doing this. All right, that's halfway. Let's go the other direction. Oh, this feels weird. Definitely more natural to rotate the other way, huh? 20 seconds, remember your option. Fast step tap. Getting the arms involved, help your leg speed, helps your agility. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. 30-second break. We're gonna move into your TRX low row. Only 3 more of these 1-minute endurance sets. Let me stretch. For the low row, I want you to fully shorten your straps all the way up. Stand facing the anchor. Now, 1 minute is a long time for low rows, so start low. During the minute, start walking backwards to make it easier, kind of like a drop set in the weight room. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Are you keeping that body in that nice straight surfboard plank? Are your ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles in perfect alignment? Are you squeezing those butt cheeks? Can I see your long dangly earrings? We really have to put it together toward the end when we're feeling fatigued. Do you have those tickle tummy abdominals? See how I'm taking little scoots back as I start to get fatigued? If I can feel I can no longer hold that plank, I'll walk it back a notch. We have 30 seconds left, not even. Are you keeping tension on those straps? If you can see, my toes are up towards my shins. That really helps my nice, strong, active plank. 15 seconds left. I'm gonna try to go low for the last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Oh. All right, this next one is so much fun. I have to make sure I don't wipe out the camera. You make sure you don't wipe out your screen that you're watching this on. I'm gonna grab my heavier slam ball. It's an overhead toss, run and grab. So I'm gonna throw the slam ball overhead, turn, run, get it. Throw it overhead, turn, run, and get it. Again, be aware of your space. 3, 2, and 1. Throw it overhead, and then I get it. Oh boy, this could go very badly. Oh good, I didn't get the camera. Here, if you're outside, you can really go wild with this one. Overhead, I squat, release. Make sure you don't throw it straight up, because then it ends up back on your head, and that's never a good thing. That's kind of fun. You're keeping your back flat when you're picking up that slam ball and squatting when you're getting it. Oh, I hit the ceiling there. 15 seconds left. 2, and 1. 30 seconds off. Let's get ready for your TRX muscle up preps. We're almost there. We've got your muscle up preps and then one more fun exercise at the end. Then we stretch. For your muscle up preps, I'm gonna have you bring your straps to mid-length. Have a seat facing the anchor. Scooch way back so your arms are straight out in front of you. Bend your right knee. You're gonna pull, push, stick the landing. Here we go. I'm pulling, pressing, tension on top. Back down. Pulling, pressing, stick it. So a true muscle up, I hang like I'm doing a pull-up, and I pull myself all the way to the top of the bar. Something gymnasts and CrossFitters like to do. This is a modification of that. If you want to make it harder, you can straighten out that bent leg, and then your upper body has to do more work. In 5, I'm going to have you switch feet though. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. We're halfway. Pull and then push. Lots of power. Are you keeping tension on the top? Really pressing down, feeling those triceps. Pull and follow through by pressing. Strong plank, tummy tight. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You know what we haven't done in this workout yet? We haven't done burpees. Isn't that terrible? So we are gonna end with 1 minute of our slam ball burpees. Okay, for the slam ball burpee, it's plank, hands on the ground. If you wanna make it more challenging, you can keep them on the slam ball. Push up, chest to ball, feet in, Grab the slam ball, slam it down, back down. You guys ready? We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Slam it down, push up, flat back, pick it up, and slam. Are you keeping that plank nice and strong, especially as you do that push up? When you bring those feet back in, keep them wide in that squat position so you're ready to slam once again. This is the last thing we're doing today, gang. And how much power can you develop this last 15 seconds of your workout today? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, you did it. Let's cool down, everybody. Grab some water, catch your breath. We have a few really fun stretches, and we'll wrap this thing up. Nice work. All right, we're gonna start with one of my favorite stretches, your TRX lower back stretch. So I'm gonna bring your straps to mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. Walk it back with your arms straight out in front of you. Inhale, exhale, fold your body in half. Line your ears up with your biceps. Now we can add a little bit of rotation to this too. If I bend my right knee, see my left hip drop back, looking under my left armpit. Don't smell it, it's gonna stink. And then I straighten out the right leg, bend the left knee, look under my right armpit. And then you can kind of switch back and forth. I'm leading with my hips as I do this. Good. And slowly bring that all the way back up. Next is gonna be your TRX T-spine rotation. Okay, so I'm gonna have you have your straps at mid-length, stand sideways to your anchor point. I'm gonna stand with my left shoulder facing it, so my right arm is reaching all the way across the front of my body. My inside foot is in front, my outside foot's behind. This arm's totally straight. Reach the inside arm over the top, inhale. Exhale, fall open. And just let that arm fall away from your body. Don't let go with this hand. Let me see those long dangly earrings. Inhale. Now eyes follow this left thumb. Exhale. Isn't it awesome how much we always feel so much better at the end of our workout? Inhale. And one more time, exhale. Fall open, eyes follow that thumb again. Good. Come on, Heather, let's switch sides. So I'm just gonna turn around. Now I'm gonna have my right shoulder facing the anchor. My left arm is gonna reach across the front of my body. I'm gonna step my right foot in front, left foot behind, reach the right arm over the top. Inhale, exhale, fall open. Maybe you get a couple snap, crackle, pops there too. And inhale. Are you keeping the shoulders away from your ears? Exhale, fall open. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And breathe. Good. Let's do your standing figure 4 stretch. So keeping your straps at mid-length, I'm gonna have you stand facing the anchor. Walk it back with all your squats today and your lateral lunges. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Bend the knee. Keep your chest lifted toward the anchor, shoulders down and back at your ears. I'm putting light tension on those handles. I'm not falling back and away. I've just lowered my bum down, pushing the right knee away from me. You feel that nice stretch in your piriformis and the hip area. You can even do some circles with your right ankle. And slowly bring that up, switch sides, cross your left ankle over your right knee. And sinking down into your chair, chest stays up. And if you want to do these stretches longer, just pause the video and hold them longer. I definitely would. But I promised you 45 minutes, so we'll stick with that. And slowly bring that up. Finally, your chest and torso stretch. So straps stay at mid-length, stand facing away. Walk it forward with those arms in a T. Pressing the hands apart. Now step one foot in front. I'm not leaning, I'm just stepping. Again, big inhales and exhales, relaxing your neck. I'd move back just a touch, drop one arm down, reach the other one over the top. Good. And switch it up other way. This one I would do several times a day if you have the straps right near your workspace, for sure. Step your feet together, forward fold, take a bow. Relax the head. And come on up, give yourselves a hand. Congratulations. We learned some new movements using the TRX suspension trainer and the slam ball. We developed strength by progressively overloading different foundational movements. We did your pulls, your pushes, your hinges, your lunges, your rotations, your squats. And then we ended with some cardio blasts to really burn some calories with those 1-minute sets. You guys did an awesome job. I cannot wait to see you in another workout soon. Thank you so much. Have a good one.